Hello everyone, welcome to this session Introduction to Statistics Day 1. So in this session I'll be mainly focusing on the definition of data and the types of data, and then I'll conclude this session with the levels of data as the introductory part. So before this, so let me give a brief introduction about me. So my name is Naveen Erpula. Basically, I belongs to Telangana, Khammam district. In 2009, I secured IIT JEE All India rank 294 EML. Then I did completed BSMS integrated dual degree from IISER Pune and studied mathematics and physics as my major subjects. Post my BSMS degree, I joined as a maths faculty for IIT JEE Mains and Advanced. Then I have 6.5 years of experience. So currently I am pursuing my MBA at MDI-Gurgaon. My target is to transition from being a maths teacher to a corporate managerial role, preferably in the domain of finance, quant finance, data analytics, consulting. So in upcoming session, very soon, I'll also will be uploading videos on my journey, how I did I did make the transition from maths teacher to pursuing MBA to MDA Gurgaon, and I'll also upload videos to give the suggestions and advice, like how I made the preparation, how I made the interview preparation for these MBA colleges. Okay. And even though now I am pursuing my MBA at MDA Gurgaon, but still I have that passion for teaching. And so part of that, I wanted to share my knowledge. I don't want to stop that. So part of that, I am uploading the videos, different concepts. As of now, I wanted to start with the statistics. So let us start this session with a basic question. What is statistics? Is it branch of mathematics? If it is, how it is different from mathematics? So as simple as that, in a simple language, statistics is about collecting, analyzing, interpreting, presenting, and organizing the data. Right. So we have, when you are discussing about the when you study statistics, generally we follow these steps. The first one is collection, analyzation, then interpretation, presentation, then organization of the data. This statistics also provides tools and methods to make sense of numerical data, and also it will help us to find the patterns, and also help us to make a meaningful conclusions from the data after analysis. And it also used in variety of fields, including science, business, economics, medicine, social sciences, and so they use in these fields to make informed decisions based on the analysis of the data. Okay. So as I said, it is a branch of mathematics, but it has its own, it has its own specialty in terms of focus and in terms of the way statistics has been used in these varieties of fields. Clear? So I want to you to understand the difference between, not the difference, I just want you to understand how mathematics and statistics are different, even though they are interlinked to each other in three aspects. The first one, focus, methods, and applications. When it comes to the focus, mathematics deals with the abstract concepts like equations, numbers, and relation between them. Then we have geometry, where we discuss about the different shapes like 2D, 3D geometry, right? So when it comes to the statistics, we mainly focusing on the data analysis and its interpretation. And in mathematics we use generally proofs, theoretical theories, right? And also we use logical reasoning. But when it comes to the statistics, we use a probability and inferential methods, which I will be sharing. Like in upcoming sessions, I will be making a video based on this also. And the one very important method in statistics is hypothesis testing. So based on this also, I will be going to make a video. And in mathematics, there is no field where we don't use mathematics. Mathematics is everywhere, right? It can be engineering, physics, computer science, economics. And statistics are also used in like a range of fields. But more it is related to the fields where they have large volume of data and analysis of the data, and making the decisions by analysis of the data, such as public health, social sciences, and market research. Okay, so that is the basic idea about mathematics and statistics. So let us dwell deep into this session by knowing the definition of data. What is data? Like data is nothing but facts, figures, or information that can be used for analysis, decision making, and research. Suppose if I ask generally what is data, so that it comes to our mind that data is about only the numbers. Do you think, is it only about the numbers? No. Data is not only about the numbers. Data could be text, it could be images, it could be sounds. So for example, if you see the sales figures from a company, so we are talking about the sales figures, means sales numbers in a particular month, in a particular year, right? So this is about which kind of data it is, which form of the data it is. It is a numbers, right? And second one, now if you see the customer reviews and feedback on a e-commerce website. Suppose if you visit Amazon, Flipkart, Mintra, if you want to buy a product, what you do? You just go to that particular product and you will see the reviews, right? To find like how the customers have written, what are the good and bad things about the product, right? That is from the customer side. And why the company, how the company will get benefit from these reviews and feedback? Company also will see where they are going wrong, where they are going in good way, and such that they can make the improvisation about the product, and they make the strategies, right? So this is of which kind of data it is? It is of text, right? And similarly, then if you see the audio recordings of bird songs in a specific region, so it is of not numbers, not text, it is of sounds, right? So what I want to conclude is that data is not about only the numbers. It can be text, it can be images, or it can be sounds. Clear? Okay. So now when you know the definition of data and it has various forms, now it is very important you to understand how many types of data are there. So then only we can make the measure, right? We can then we will find, okay, what are the levels of the data, what is the highest level, what is the lowest level, right? So basically there are two types of data. One is quantitative data, the other one is qualitative. Again, in quantitative data, so there are two types. One is discrete data, the other one is continuous data. And in qualitative data, again there are two types: nominal data, and the other one is ordinal data. So in next few minutes I will be giving the examples with clearly, like how we will find, like determine that the given data is a discrete data or continuous data or nominal data or ordinal data, right? So now here if you see how you will find quantitative. Quantitative means we are talking about the volume, right? Quantity. So when you have a certain quantity, definitely it can be measured, right? So therefore the numerical data that can be measured and quantified is called quantitative data. When it comes to the qualitative data, we are discussing about the not quantity, right? So it does not measure the attributes, right? So such kind of data is called qualitative data. So I will show you the examples now, like within few seconds maybe, right? So here, as I said, discrete data is a part of the quantitative data. Discrete data means you are having the values, but in between the two consecutive values there are no intermediate values. I mean to say, suppose if I want to find the number of students in a classroom, so I may say 20, 21, 22, right? But I never say 20.5 students are there in the classroom. This is not that is not appropriate, right? Again, similarly, if I want to if I want to know the number of cars in a parking lot, so I may say that 10, 11 or 12, but I won't say, I never say that 10.3 cars are there in the parking lot, right? So in a simple language, discrete data means which can be counted. Obviously 10.3 and 20.5 also counted, but without decimal numbers, I mean to say the simple countable numbers are said to be the discrete data. When it comes to the continuous data, again here, so that is the main difference between the discrete data and continuous data. In continuous data, what will happen, it can be measured and divided into finer and finer and finer increments. I mean to say, suppose here look at this height of students, right? Suppose if the height of the range of these students is, let's say, 150 centimeter to 170 centimeter, so this is the range. So in that range, I can find the students with the height 150 centimeter. I can find the students with the height 150.5 centimeter. I can find the students with the height 150.25 centimeter, right? And similarly, if I want to measure the temperature, let's say the temperature range is starting from 20 degrees centigrade to 25 degrees centigrade. So I may find the temperature 22 degrees centigrade, 22.5 degrees centigrade, 22.75 degrees centigrade, right? So now I think now you understood the difference between discrete data and continuous data. As simple as that, in discrete data we do not have any intermediate values. As simple as that, we do not find any decimal points. But when it comes to the continuous data, we write the discrete data as well as in between them. Like we consider the decimal points also. Right? Clear? Okay. Now, nominal data, which is part of qualitative data. So it is a categorical data with no intrinsic order or ranking. It represents categories or names that do not have a meaningful order. For example, consider the colors red, blue, green, white, etc. Right? So there is no order, there is no intrinsic value for that. I cannot say that a red is this, right? I will say only the color is red and blue and green and etc. Similarly, the types of pets dog, cat, bird, etc. Marital status single, married, divorce, right, etc. And the other type of data from the qualitative is ordinal data. Ordinal data means you just understand the name ordinal. So ordinal means it represents a number, ranking, right? So therefore, it is also a categorical data, but with a specific order or ranking. So that is the difference between nominal and ordinal data. So for example, if you see a movie ratings, how movie ratings can be done, it can be 1 star, it can be 2 star, it can be 3 star, 5 stars, 4 stars, right? And similarly education levels, you see how they got ranked: high school, bachelor's degree, master's degree, and phd. Suppose if you want to measure the level of customer satisfaction, so it could be very unsatisfied, unsatisfied, neutral, satisfied, very satisfied. Clear? So that is the difference between the nominal and ordinal data. So when you know, when you understand the like types of data and the definition of data, it is also very important you to understand the levels of data, right? So these quantitative data and qualitative data together can be measured and can be put in terms of the level, like a highest level, which one is the highest one, which one is the lowest one. So that is called a hierarchy of levels of data. Clear? So if you see, this ratio and interval are coming from the quantitative data. So now you understood, right, what is the quantitative data? It can be discrete, it can be continuous. So continuous data is nothing but interval, right? Interval, how would you write interval? So let's say, suppose if I'm saying 10 to 15, right? So this is the way when we write it in the form of range, one number to another number, that is also called as interval. So therefore interval, ratio are nothing but a quantitative data, and ordinal and nominal are nothing but a qualitative data. So if you see, so this is called a hierarchy of levels of data. So what is the highest level of the data? Ratio. And what is the lowest level of the data? Nominal. Clear? So with this I will conclude this session. In the next coming sessions, maybe like next to coming like a 2 to 3 more classes will be like I will be covering the like a complete basics with some kind of theory part, and then later on onwards I will start solving the problems. Okay, but next 3 classes will be of theory. Okay, so thank you. And I would request everyone to like it, comment, and also you can comment like which topic you want to me to upload. Okay, then subscribe, so that it will be kind of encouragement for me, and more it will give you more motivation, so that I can be more interactive and it can be more engaging. Okay, thank you once again.